All right, before we get to our post-game show in just minutes, News 5 bringing you breaking news on this Easter Sunday. I'm Mike Brookbank at the live desk, and happening right now, one person is dead and a massive search is on for this man claiming to have killed at least a dozen people across Cleveland. Right now, Cleveland police are following up on several leads as they try to close in on Steve Stevens. You see him there. He's considered armed and dangerous. The manhunt follows the shooting death of an elderly man at a home in the 600 block of East 93rd Street. The deadly shooting allegedly streamed by Stevens live on Facebook this afternoon. And just into our newsroom, the identity of the man shot and killed, Robert Goodwin Sr. A few hours before he was shot to death, a friend tells News 5 Goodwin stopped by to give him some fish he caught.
I just heard his son screaming, and I followed them over here. And when I got here, I saw the tape, and they wouldn't let me through. But when the lady walked up with the homicide jacket on, I knew it was real. And I just hate, I hate he's gone. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's
not real.
Feel like my heart is gonna stop.
You'll be all right.
It feel like it's gonna stop.
Tonight, a massive manhunt underway for this man, Steve Stevens, who shot and killed a man in cold blood live on Facebook. Our Air Tracker 5 keeping a close eye on this manhunt as police continue to search for Stevens tonight. He's believed to be driving this white or cream-colored Ford Fusion. Police say he is armed and dangerous. And we have complete team coverage of this deadly Easter Day shooting with a deeper look at who the shooter is, also reaction from the victim's family. But first, our Derek Waller brings us the latest on the manhunt happening right now. Derek.
Well, Rob, police across Northeast Ohio have been looking for Stevens all night, and here's why. On that live Facebook video, he claims to have killed 13 other people, but tonight there is no indication that that claim is indeed true. We have a picture of the actual car that police are still looking for right now. It's a white 2016 Ford Fusion with Ohio temporary tags E363630. That's an extremely common vehicle, and tips have been pouring into police all night with potential sightings. Air Tracker 5 has been up all night tracking the search. At one point, police found a car matching that description on East 105th near St. Clair, but that was a false call. Other reported sightings all across the county, including in Solon, downtown Cleveland, the city's west side, and Chesterland, but they are still looking tonight.
With the shooter still on the run, accuracy is so very important right now. But with the nation's eyes on the city of Cleveland, thousands of rumors are circulating online. So we're trying to filter fact from fiction, debunking the rumors. Our Tara Molina joining us now, showing us exactly how this unfolded in our newsroom today. Tara, you've been here since we first found out about it. What's new now?
Well, Rob, this has been such an issue as far as misinformation goes. Cleveland police have actually had to issue a warning about this, and the rumor mill is still running. So today we are breaking all of this down for you from the very first call that came into our newsroom to maybe the first post you saw on social media to the latest information that we've been able to confirm. Here's how it started. Just after 2 p.m. Easter Sunday, the phones in our newsroom ringing off the hook. Alerts from Facebook users.
I want to kill this guy right here.
Dialing us minutes after Steve Stevens pulled the trigger and posted these videos.
I just snapped.
The calls, warnings. Folks telling us 15 people were killed and a man was shooting randomly in Cleveland. And immediately investigating.
Massacring.
We found the man and the disturbing video they were talking about. So we made several calls ourselves, first to police, following their scanners, checking in with local hospitals, sending 3 crews to 3 reported scenes, and tracking this. But we didn't report those first phone calls right away, because we soon learned they and these posts were not accurate.
Well, tonight News 5 has exclusive information about what Stevens was doing the night before that murder.
Our investigative team spent all day tracking his footsteps, and Chief Investigator Ron Regan joins us now with some chilling details. Ron.
Well, that's right. We found an eyewitness who spotted Stevens outside his girlfriend's home just the day before, and something was wrong.
He just had a mean look on his face. He was walking around, hands in his pockets. He didn't look too happy.
You could sense there was something wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Stevens was spotted here in the parking lot outside this Twinsburg home. Today, no one was there, but Twinsburg police are guarding the area as a precaution. Another neighbor was in Las Vegas Sunday night when he learned what was unfolding back home.
Got a text message that police were here, SWAT was here, the street was on lockdown. So, you can never be sure what's going to happen or what's going to guns, bullets passing.
Well, Twinsburg police tell me they have never been called to the home in the past, but last night we've learned they did recover weapons during a search of that home. Court records we found show Stevens had been using the location as a home address for at least 15 years. I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.
The hunt for the Facebook killer.
We're following up on every lead that comes in to us, every single lead.
The search still on here in Ohio and across the nation for the killer who shot a random innocent man, then posted it for the world to see.
Killed 13 people, and I'm about to keep killing until they catch me.
As a family and a community grieves.
I knew that my dad was gonna die yesterday on Easter.
We all ask, why?
They want to shock society, and now they've come up with a new way.
We have to be careful, we have to be vigilant, and we have to watch over each other.
The man now known as the Facebook killer, still on the run tonight. The nationwide manhunt rolls on as we learn new information about Steve Stevens and his victim, Robert Godwin Sr. News 5 has team coverage tonight, from a neighborhood's call for change to analysis of Stevens' actions at a gun range. But we begin tonight with News 5 anchor Frank Wiley, who has the very latest on the search. Frank?
Rob, there's a $50,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. And on Facebook, Stevens joked that he would not be able to make it to work today because of what happened. As you can imagine, the victim's family is struggling to make it through the night.
Rob, a lot of tears tonight and a lot of people having trouble making sense of exactly what happened over on East 93rd Street yesterday. But there is one thing that is very clear. People say that they know exactly what needs to change right now.
Let them get some peace. Just turn yourself in, please.
The mother of two of Robert Godwin's children could not hold back her tears.
He took my kid's father from him. And you still breathing out here. My baby's is hurting.
Angela Smalls and her children stood in the same spot on East 93rd Street where her boyfriend and their father was killed on Sunday.
Nobody knew that my daddy was gonna die yesterday on Easter.
An immediate void total strangers are now filling.
Nobody that matters, look at me, is gonna think you weak because you're crying.
You have no connection to this family.
No.
And so what made you want to do this?
This is my neighborhood.
James Kidd organized this gathering in part to get neighbors in this Glenville community behind a rebirth. Kidd knows the dilapidated houses and vacant lots might have attracted a killer.
It would help if this were, instead of a gated off area, this were a park, because more people would have been out.
Breaking news at the top of the noon today. The Facebook killer is dead. Good afternoon. I'm Leon Bibb along with Lee Jordan. Pennsylvania State Police just confirmed that Steve Stevens shot himself in the head after fleeing a traffic stop there in Erie and leading police on a short chase.
This comes on the third day of a nationwide manhunt for the so-called Facebook killer. Police have been trying to track this killer down since he recorded himself shooting Robert Godwin Sr. to death on East 93rd Easter Sunday and then uploaded that video to Facebook. Police here in Cleveland are about to speak about this violent conclusion.
Leon, you heard right at the beginning, the mayor said we have our closure today, especially for the families, for so many people across Northeast Ohio and the country who were hoping for a resolution to this. Unfortunately, we may never get some answers because, as we know, Steve Stevens took his own life. But we are told that the families have been notified, and especially the victim, 74-year-old Robert Godwin Sr. He had a very large family. He had 10 children. We spoke with some of them yesterday, and they said that they do forgive Steve Stevens.
I found it interesting that there was no contact. If there indeed was a ping up here in Erie Sunday night, as the Cleveland police had alluded to, They were not alerted to it up here on the Pennsylvania State Police end. With that being said, they knew he was a frequent visitor to the Erie Casino up here, so they knew the possibility existed that he could be up here. Surprising to them was the fact that how he was able to move around here in the Erie area and not be detected. This is a case that has exposed the good, the bad, and the ugly of social media, from the vile beginning of it, but the positive side of the spread of the information related to that white Ford Fusion.